in person when we are live this time. Nowhere to run to when it all falls down. Who's gonna pick your world up off of the ground? Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Someone's learning that the hard way. All those fake friends, all those undercover gays, they're gonna find out on Thursday. You don't fuck with the collective. Hey, how's it going? But yeah, somebody is definitely trying to run, they're trying to hide, and they're scared to death of you. But they're really scared to death of the fact that they know what they're about to go through. Because they know what they put you through. And they know everything they said about you was actually true about them. And there's evidence now. There actually could have been a physical fight that's already taken place between your cousin and your ex. Because one of them wants to come clean and confess to you what they did about using your identity and sacrificing cats to try and keep themselves veiled. But the feds are watching, and they a little mad about it. I bet you JJ's big mad. Robin. So it could be a Robin that's mad or scared because she knows what's going to happen to her because of what she's done to someone. It could be a Mike that's scared, and it could be a Robin and a Mike couple that did some shit, and now one of them wants to confess so that they can try and at least release the guilt, and the other one's threatening them with physical harm. Or it could be Robin talked to Mike into doing something, and now Mike's a little mad because Robin, now she's getting a guilty conscience and wanting to confess, or it's the other way around. But Mike is touching the little mad card, so I said it that's why I said it the way I did. Nichelle. I would say this whole group is wanting to running to hide, because their families. This could be a family. It could be your family. It could be someone you're tied to's family, or it could be your family and an ex's family, who all came up against you because they knew that you were the truth bearer and you were going to expose the entire families for fucking each other. Well, maybe you should look at your uncle or your niece or your nephew's ass. You would know it was fat. Somebody accused somebody of doing something, and it's now, the evidence is out, or it's coming out real soon, that this person that accused them, they actually did it. The accusation, they actually did it, and they did it to their own child. Someone's about to be busted for molesting their own child, and it's because they lied on you and said you did it. Someone's in their 40s. You are meant for greatness. Stand in your power and go after your throne. Mexico. Somebody could be trying to run to Mexico. Someone's name is Jerome. Carter. China. George. Big D. So somebody could go by Big D, or someone could have big dick energy. But whether or not it's big, it don't work. The diabetes got it. That or the drugs. Tell you how it resonates. They thought they got away with it, but here comes God. Everything done in the dark comes to light. And there's someone who used to love to throw that in people's faces, and now it's coming right back at them. They're going to wish they never, ever, ever used that phrase. It's going to haunt them the rest of their life. And I don't know what these people are thinking. You can't run from God. No matter where you go, God is there. And he will make sure that you get what's coming to you for what you've done. I mean, for all of us. I mean, not just, I mean, it's anyone. We all pay for whatever we throw out. It comes back to us. And sadly, we can decide how to throw it out, but we can't decide how it comes back. Someone's name is Art, or someone is an artist, or someone really likes art. Sarah. And even though, for me, these people did I didn't deserve what these people did, but these people still deserve to know that God loves them. And no matter what you do, even if you're Judas, God loves you. Because, Judas is the one apostle that Christ needed. So Judas's purpose, his purpose to exist was to betray Christ. Because if he hadn't done it, then Christ never would have been crucified. And then we would not have a plan of salvation. So, in that regard, we need to thank Judas. But also, I really think the only reason Judas was not forgiven was because he didn't ask for it. I really feel like if Judas would have asked for forgiveness and would have turned to God and surrendered to God, that he would have been forgiven and he would have been in heaven. But his pride wouldn't let him. Or it might not have been his pride, it might have been his guilt. He didn't feel like he deserved it, so he never asked for it. Someone's addicted to strippers and cocaine. Denial is more than a river in Egypt. Yeah, someone's still in denial that they're the evil person and you're actually the child of God. They're in denial that they actually committed the crime and you're innocent. And they still are trying to make people believe otherwise, even though I think pretty much now everyone knows the truth, or at least they're about to. Someone really is sorry for not even coming to you. Someone just went along with the crowd, went along with the group, the mob mentality. And they knew deep down in their heart when they were approached about this that it was a lie, that you didn't deserve whatever these people were doing to you. And they still went along with it because they were too much of a coward to stand against the group. Or the group offered them something that they couldn't say no to. Someone could be Italian, or Italy is significant. Jesus is Lord, not you. Yeah. We are not even granted the right to judge ourselves, let alone each other. And you never know what you'll do in a situation until you're put in that situation. So I learned a long time ago, never say never. Drug bust happening, possibly on Saturday, or a drug bust happened on a Saturday. Your Boaz is on the way. Rachel, I have loved you for 1,000 lifetimes. Boys the Men. October. There is a group of men who God used this entire situation to help them grow the fuck up. There's a group of narcissistic, or men with narcissistic tendencies running around together, acting like they were little boys with no regard for anyone else or anything else but their dick. And God used this to wake them the fuck up and help them grow the fuck up. It may not have gotten all of them, but it got at least one of them. Massachusetts is significant. Michelle. And Betty. Oh, and in my story, if what I just got is true, you're more evil than I thought you were. Gonna live with a child molester your entire life, your husband molesting your own grandchildren, but then you're gonna make false statements in the courts about someone who never did anything to a child. You really are a sick bitch. But you go to church, praise God, hallelujah, on that Sunday morning. So there's still someone else trying to keep two people apart because they don't want that person to confess. They know somebody wants to come to you and confess to you, and there's someone that's really standing in the way of it because that confession is going to take them down. So they're trying to bribe them with probably even, well, that might have been actually how they got in the first place, but they're probably trying to keep this person away from you using sex. And It definitely worked, I think, in the beginning because your person or the person that wants to confess to you has a sex addiction, and this person was able to get them through. That's how they pulled him into this whole scenario. Someone's in trouble. Then maybe that's why this person threatened him physical harm. And that's why this person still hasn't come forward, but they want to. They really, really want to. They will at some point. But it might have to be after the narcissist has a fatal incident. Because this narcissist has made death threats to either the person who wants to confess to you, or they threaten to take your life, and that's kept this person away from you. Whoever it is, the person that wants to confess to you is scared to death of this person. So they've seen this person in action or something. Or whatever that the person that wants to confess, whatever that other person knows about them, is going to destroy them. It's definitely something. But hard lesson in cheating. If this person that wants to confess never would have cheated or made you a third party or put this person in the mix of y'all, they wouldn't be in this mess now. So hopefully they learn their lesson. Perry Georgia is significant. Someone's name is Barbie, or they go by Barbie. Someone's health. Someone's manifesting their... I can't make it up. Oh, shit. Someone's manifesting their own physical health decline because of the stress and anxiety that they're going through because they can't handle the guilt of what they've done. Mercury retrograde, which we either are in now or we soon will be. Someone's having car issues, or they might have had to sell their car, or they might have lost it in a car accident. Depending on what they wanted for you. Someone's initials are MR. DN. SE. Dana. Jared. He went to Jared's. Sexuality. No. He didn't go to Jared's jewelry girl, bitch. He went to Jared's house. He said, I don't know what to do, so I'm gonna have Jared guard me. I'm gonna go spoon with him. Have him protect me. Oh, shit. Someone's name is Lucas. Wow. These cards kill me. Raging boner. So, whoever this is that wants to confess to you is still got a raging boner for you, or they had one for Jared, and that's why they went to Jared's house to have anal sex with him, or a strip club. Maybe it's just mutual masturbation. They just use a fleshlight together. It's because there was no anal sex because they had whiskey dick. And somebody's circumcised. And I feel like that's significant for some reason. G-spot. Someone has a wee little dick. And somebody can make fun of him for this wee little dick, and somebody went fucking batshit crazy. It could have been a stripper made fun of a dude for having a micro penis, and could have said their pubes, their bush was bigger than their dick, and this person could have really hurt the stripper. That might be what they're running from, or one of the things they're running from. I think this person has a long line of karma of things they've done throughout their life that it's coming back to hit them all at once. Harry Potter, something about Harry Potter, or somebody's into witchcraft. Somebody could have been doing witchcraft, and as with any sin or as with any temptation, the good side of it, the glamour side of it, is what reels us in. And this person could have been reeled into witchcraft or spell work with doing it once and getting a lump sum of money somehow, or getting a person in bed that they've been wanting to get in bed. Anyways, it got them addicted to doing spell work, and now this person, it's time for them to pay the piper. All the stuff that they've done and they've gotten through witchcraft is now, it's time to pay up for it. And they don't have the strength for it. They don't have the strength to do it. Someone could be 35 years old or life path 8. Wade Donnelly. Lust in reverse. Somebody might have actually went to go get help. Maybe they actually went to a facility to get help with their sex addiction. But someone realizes lust is their downfall. Sex was their Achilles heel. And they could have ran away from this blonde woman, and now they're in a rehab facility, or they have just gotten out of one because they realized how much lust and sex has really destroyed their life. And they were completely powerless against it. They couldn't help themselves. If they were approached sexually, by anybody, this person couldn't say no. They would have had sex with anybody if they thought they were going to get away with it. Nobody would find out about it. This person would have had sex with their grandma, not their grandma, but maybe, but older women, older men. I mean, this person had no limits to what they would put their dick in, and I think for a long time they didn't care, but through this situation, somehow, way, shape, or form, they realized if they want a life beyond this, they had to get help, and they did. And they're now letting go of the lust, the hurt, the pain. They're letting out. Somebody's going through a really beautiful transformation. It's really sad that it took having to basically destroy their entire life in order to wake them up to do it. Someone's name is Randall. Someone has a chest tattoo. Someone's nickname is Tree. Don't go chasing waterfalls. Is he still love me? Well, I think the person always did love you. Either A, God removed them because they were too far out of control and he knew that they were going to hurt you. Or B, this person might have had enough control to remove themselves because they knew they were going to hurt you. You guys had a really playful connection. Somebody's 44, someone's 42. Somebody definitely has blonde hair. Someone could be born in the year of the horse. But your confidence not only intimidated this person, it actually scared them. But at the true core, like, you guys' connection was real, it was deep, and it was very playful. You guys made each other feel like kids again. But at the end of the day, when temptation sprung its really ugly head, this person, they couldn't say no, and either A, somehow, some way you hurt them, or a situation hurt them and they blamed you and they ran away, or they ran away because they didn't want to hurt you any more than they already had. Maybe they did cheat and you just don't know about it, and they ran away because they knew they weren't going to be able to stop, and they just didn't want to do that to you. Oh. Thank you so much, Jess. But yeah, I know, like, it's hard, but if you know that the connection was real, you know that you guys had something, just trust and believe it was mutual. The person felt the same way about you as you did about them. They just didn't know how. They were scared. They didn't know how to love. And they were scared of it. And you were the first time they ever really had something real. And trying to protect themselves by running away, they broke your heart, and they broke their own heart. And it's as simple as it sounds, I just don't think this person knows how to face you and say it. But because now there's all this other bullshit too. But had this person just told you the truth from the beginning, it wouldn't be nowhere near as bad as it is now. This person definitely travels, and this person definitely has at least one kid you didn't know about, and a family that you didn't know about either. You may have known about, like, you may have known about the mom but they lied into that this woman was a sister or family member, and she wasn't. Well, I guess she could have been, but she was also a baby mama. He just didn't, for whatever reason, they didn't want you to know that, and maybe that is why, because she's a half sister or something like that, but she's also their baby's mom. There's some reason why they hid this child from you, and I just don't know what it is. But this person lived in a different state than you did, and there's probably 2 to 3 more states that other people live in that this person disappears on a pretty regular basis, and goes and spends time with each one, and then makes his way around his chain of fools and back to you, unless you just straight up said, I'm not dealing with it, and walked away. And maybe that's another reason why this person did what they did. Maybe because everyone else allowed them to act the way that they were acting, they just assumed you would too, and you didn't. Someone's name is Marissa. And somebody is definitely very highly psychic or intuitive, or a psychic. Could be a water sign, or it's just somebody who's very emotionally intelligent. Could be a life path 4. Someone could be born April 22nd, April 24th. I just not realized I could do that. Wow, that's crazy. Someone's born September 5th, May 9th. Someone's name is Andy Rodriguez. And somebody still does not want to be honest about candle magic that they were involved in. Someone was burning candles on every aspect of your life, and if this person that you was dating, if they didn't actually participate, they were right there and they watched this other person do it. So they definitely knew it was going on. Someone's 26 years old or 62 years old. Life path 8, August 4th. Chandler Bing. Someone could be a Friends fan. Monica. And somebody is either secretly been listening since last year. There could be some kind of tap on your phone, some kind of microphone in your house. Somebody's listening somehow, some way, and you don't know. You may have suspicions, but you don't know for sure. And you know what's crazy about it? The main reason they're doing it, they want to cock block you. This person won't talk to you, but they don't want you moving on, and they don't want you having sex with anyone else. Someone's born August 5th, May 8th. And somebody has hope that this is the season where you guys will come out of conflict because of some theft and deception, but they're still holding. See, that's the thing, is they want you to let go of you to forgive them, you to forget, but they're not going to forgive and forget you, even though you didn't do shit to them. This person's holding a grudge against you for what they did to you. That, or they're holding a grudge for the fact that you survived, you made it through what they did to you. It could be that. But at the same time, they can't let you go. Because they are one of your true divine soulmates. Or they're your twin. Your motherfucking emperor. Oh, goodness me. This person might actually transform. I honestly don't think you'll see this person again unless they actually do go through an honest, complete transformation. But as of right now, they've transformed a lot, but they're still holding resentment against you because what they did to you didn't work. I mean, that's at the core of it. That's what it really is. Someone could live in Chicago or New York or, well, any major city, but I swear that card, it just reminds me of Chicago. Someone wears red shoes or red shoe diaries. Someone has a pretty, someone could have been a sex worker and you didn't know it. Either they were a stripper or they were an escort. And they might have told you that in their past that they did this, but they were still doing it either while you guys were together or with the minute they split from you, they went back to it. Or that might have been why they split from you, because somebody offered them an amount of money they couldn't turn down. April 17th. Or April of 2017 is significant. Queen of Pentacles. There is a woman who is pretending to be blind and keeping their mouth shut to this whole situation because they don't want to lose. There's a woman who could have ended this a long time ago, but because she doesn't want to lose the money or have to take accountability for what she's allowed this man to get away with, she's keeping her mouth shut. Could be a a Sagittarius or a Capricorn. Doesn't have to be. It's definitely a married woman, a woman who's been kept, and she legitimately might have a real, genuine concern for being broke and homeless if this man goes down, because she relies on him, or at least that's the role. I mean, that's the poor me attitude she's using to keep him in her life. And it's simply because this woman doesn't want to work. She's had her whole life handed to her, and she doesn't want to continue. She doesn't want to start having to work for it now. Someone's name begins with an M, an S, or an A, or someone's name is Sam, and they're heavily burdened. This person is so jealous of you, it's not funny. And it's crazy because they've had their entire life handed to them. You've had to work your ass off. And every time you actually worked and achieved something, there was always someone there to try and steal it, or they did accomplish stealing it. And this woman has had everything handed to her, and she's still jealous of you and still envious of you. Somebody's definitely a Sagittarius, because both those cards are Sagittarius. So there's a Sagittarius feminine who is jealous as fuck of you. I guess it could be a gay man, but it's a feminine energy. It's someone who's never had to work for anything in their life. Maybe they were born with rich parents, and the rich parents have just always gotten them out of everything, or they just married a rich man. Somebody's definitely a doctor. Or this Sagittarius is a doctor, and they were involved in doctoring medical records or releasing medical records to somebody who didn't have any right to have them. And now they're heavily burdened because they know that either A, they already have come out, or they know that there's a 99.9% chance that they are coming out, and they are going to have to take accountability and pay for what they've done when it comes to falsifying medical records or for releasing medical records to someone who didn't have any right to have them. Someone's name is Anne. Twyla Tharp. So somebody could be a dancer. And they tap dance those 10 swords in your fucking back and laugh the entire time. Somebody's two-faced as fuck. And they're only out for themselves. They only care about themselves. This person would tap dance on their own child's back if it meant they got something that they wanted. The color red is very significant, or someone is seeing red right now. Is it you, Patty? Patty, are you seeing red? Patricia? Is it you? Sullivan, Indiana is significant. Or someone's name is Sullivan. Lake Lemon, also. Brown County, or the last name Brown. Somebody drives a minivan, and someone had someone's lover or their side piece busted out their back window. Somebody's either in jail, or they're about to go to jail, or they're in their head because they know there's multiple people that could speak out against them and testify and send this person to jail. So there definitely was one person that started all this shit. And what is done in the dark always comes to light. Could be a Cancer. I'm going to go with the Cancer started all this. But we also have Gemini twice, Sagittarius twice, Aries, Aquarius, Taurus, Capricorn, Leo, and Cancer. Go ahead and add Virgo into the mix. This is somebody literally just, they missed you, they wanted you back, but they didn't want to have to come ask you to apologize to you when you deserved an apology. They didn't want to come asking for your forgiveness, apologize, and to ask for a second chance. They wanted to break you down and make you lose everything, put a rest to your finances, put a rest to your love life, put a rest to your career, so that you would come crawling back to them and beg them to take you back, so that they could have that ego trip of you needed them, even though they are the reason why you needed them. And they know you know that now. And they're sick to their stomach. Because not only are they not going to get what they wanted by you come crawling back to them, they might be crawling across the fucking jailhouse fucking O-block floor when they find out that you're getting married to someone else. September 17th, September 4th, April 9th, King of Swords in the reverse. A very cold, nasty, narcissistic man. Methodical, malicious, a liar. But this person can portray themselves to being an upright, law-abiding citizen, a truthful, honest person. This person probably is a judge, a lawyer, a cop, possibly even a clergy. But the King of Swords is usually someone in the judicial system. This person lives a double life. By day one way, by night another. Everyone that knows this person, this public persona, thinks this person's an angel. And that's why they were able to get away with the shit they were doing to you. July 5th is significant. But behind closed doors, his wife or partner, children, anyone that knows this man behind closed doors is terrified of this man. Because they know what he's capable of. And they actually might be hiding, or they've covered up some shit for him. And it could have, one of the things could be this man's a child molester. And there's a couple people that know about it, but because they're afraid of him and what they'll do, what he'll do, or the network, the connects he's got, they keep their mouth shut. They're crying now because somehow, some way, by them keeping their mouth shut to what he was doing, they made themselves an accessory. So not only is he going to be exposed anyways, now whoever it is a Scorpio. This could be a Scorpio man that everyone thought was a law-abiding citizen, good guy, could even been a cop or a security guard, and he was actually a child molester, and now he's going down for it. But he took somebody else down with him because by them knowing what they know, or he made it look like they were involved. Take out resonates, but it will be eliminated soon. These people are family. Could be someone's mother, or it's someone's wife. By this wife keeping her mouth shut, she got herself tied into being an accessory. Or it's my Aunt Betty. That's funny because my Uncle Tim did work for the city, and he finally went to prison for a year and a half. Come the fuck on. But that bitch stayed by his side the entire time, and apparently making lies and committing perjury. Could be them, but I really wasn't getting that up until I just... But she is a Cancer, and I think he's an Aries. He might be a Taurus. Either way, he's a child molester, and she's a fucking evil bitch that fucking helped him cover it up. But that's it then. Maybe it is my Aunt Betty, because she knew what he was doing. She for one, she kept her mouth shut, and for two, she lied and committed perjury. Now she's going down for what the fuck she's done. See, March 17th, March 9th, September 3rd. T A California is significant. Something to do with cat or cats. Maybe someone needs a cat scan, or someone's name could be Catherine and she goes by Cat. H, something about hat, or somebody wears many hat, or there's a lot of chatter going around about this information. And I think it could be the church. It could be someone's church congregation who helped them try to destroy you. And now it's come out that you didn't do the shit these people said you were doing, and now this church congregation's chattering behind the backs of this Empress and this King of Swords in the reverse. Stole your money and moved it into an offshore account. They will haunt you until you give back what you stole. You know who you are. Your past ever loved one shows up every night in your dreams, and they are the cause of the moving objects in your house and the weird sounds. And they're just going to keep on coming until you own up to what you've done. Sylvester. Alice. Easy on me in the reverse. Nah, it's a song. I ain't gonna take it in the reverse, but someone just knows you're not gonna take it. They know they don't deserve for you to take it easy on them. And they know damn well they wouldn't take it easy on you if it was the other way around. Because this person didn't give you a chance at all. They just went with what somebody else said about you, even though they knew better. What's the chatter, La Rasha? It's another tarot reader. I haven't watched her in a long time. I don't know why the hell that just popped out, but it is what it is. Fall for you, Leela James. Weak, SWV. Here without you. 3 doors down. So someone could have been sleeping with a neighbor, and they didn't think twice about leaving you for that neighbor. And now they wish they would have. Because that neighbor's crazy as shit and made this motherfucker look straight like a clown. Someone's name is Emily. Someone's name is James. Every rose has its thorn, just like every night has its dawn. Somebody did not want to give up a toxic, unhealthy, fucking trauma bond, so they poisoned the minds and the hearts of everyone around you to make it look like you were the fucking piece of shit, and that you were the problem, so they could go running back to a trauma bond, or so that they could create a new one. Q. Or somebody's spouse was poisoning them slowly but surely, and maybe they watched me or another tarot reader, and I said something, or the other tarot reader said something, and it opened somebody's eyes, and they stopped eating this person's food or drinking their drinks just in the nick of time. And now somebody's going down for poisoning somebody. Or somebody did get a CAT scan or an MRI, and the poison showed up in the lab results. Okay. Well, somebody's born in May, and that's not even supposed to be in this deck, so that's significant. No matter what it looks like, those who did you wrong will face their own karma. They will reach out to try to get you. They will reach out and try to get out of the trouble they're in, and they want you to help them. Do not help these people get out of what they did to you. Let them go. Let them face every bitter fucking moment of it. So hopefully they'll never do it to someone else. They'll never do it again in their life, because you're not the first person they've done it to. Sorry seems to be the hardest word. Elton John. If loving you is wrong, I don't want to be right. S. SQ, QS. Saskatchewan. Canada. I know more than you think I do about your family. I'm sorry I turned on you for them, but I'm in the middle of making it right. For you, I will. If you don't know me by now, L, it's about that time. You, oh wow, someone's a slut. Picture, all cried out. Every time I watch the sunrise, I think of you. And how am I supposed to live without you? So, this person ignored every chance, every opportunity to come back and say something to you, to apologize, to give you a leg up, to help you with what was being done to you behind your back. And they didn't. They kept their mouth shut the entire time. And now that it seems like they've lost you for good, now they want to ask themselves ask you how are they supposed to live without you? And I feel like they should have asked that a long fucking time ago. The Carol Burnett Show. Somebody's a fucking comedian. Painting my house. So somebody's an artist. They're a joker, comedian. Or they turn awkward situations and awkward moments around through laughter. Someone has a diamond ring. I think they bought it for you and they're just waiting for you. They're waiting for the right time. Somebody won the lottery, or they consider you being a winning lottery ticket. I want to hold your hand. I want to hold your hand. Or someone's about to get their own damn TV show because of what they've been through. And now this person could know that, and that they want to come back and be a part of it. Seattle, Washington. This person could be a baby boomer, and I feel like you're going to tell them, don't even think about it. Love you guys. I will see you in the next one.